In this video, we will begin solving the Ethernaut challenges. Ethernaut is a capture the flag style wargame that's intended to promote offensive Web3 security. Basically, it's a collection of levels where each level is a smart contract that needs to be hacked in order to pass the level. And by hacking these smart contracts, you will be learning what are some common vulnerabilities and how to prevent them when writing your own smart contracts. Ethernaut is produced by OpenZeppelin, and they've been a leader in smart contract security for quite some time now. They provide a whole suite of tools as well as a bunch of standardized contracts for developers to use to keep their own contracts safe and secure. And before we begin with the Ethernaut game, we have to first install MetaMask. So let's get started. I'm going to go to metamask.io, go to the download page. I'm using Chrome, so I'm going to click on this button here, install for Chrome. There's also a variety of other browsers that are supported as well. Okay, it's probably going to ask me a series of questions here, accept some agreements, and also I think it's going to show a tutorial after I choose the password, but I'm probably just going to skip through a lot of that. You, of course, feel free to take your time, read all the tutorial steps and everything. So let's see here. Yeah, so secret recovery phrase, basically it's something you want to write down on a piece of paper or something you can keep something really safe, because if you ever lose access to your wallet and you want to restore it on a different device or even the same device, then you'll need this recovery phrase in order to do that. I'm going to do this later though. Okay, and then I'll skip through these tutorials for now. So next thing we have to do is add the test network we're going to use. I personally will be using the Polygon Mumbai network because you can't do Ethernaut challenges on the mainnet. It has to be a test net, and then a lot of the Ethereum test nets, the faucets will require you to have real ETH in your account. So in other words, the faucet will be giving you the testnet tokens, but a lot of them will require you to have some sort of real ETH, and I don't want to deal with that. So that's why I like to use Mumbai, because there are some faucets that won't actually require you to have any mainnet tokens. So I'm going to go to the Polygon Mumbai scanner. Then there should be a button down below to add the network to MetaMask. Actually, first I'm going to make sure it's pinned here so I don't have to click the menu anymore. Now let me go ahead and add it to the test network. So here it has all the testnet details. Then I just need to hit approve, hopefully. Okay, it says error connecting to the custom network. So I've had issues with this in the past as well. I'm not sure what the problem is. I'm pretty sure maybe it's something to do with this RPC URL, but either way, I'm just going to close this. There's another site sometimes I use to add networks to MetaMask, ChainList.org. So I'm going to go here, include testnets, and then search for Mumbai. Hopefully this will yield better results for us. I'll go ahead and click Connect Wallet. But first, you can see here, if you click this down carry, it has a bunch of RPCs you can choose from. So hopefully we'll have good luck with one of these. So I need to Connect Wallet. So here I'm actually connecting my wallet to the site itself. And it looks like it's going to be trying to use that same RPC that we just tried a moment ago. But let's see if this time it works. Does not work. Okay. Let's see if we can maybe just take one of these RPCs and use it instead here. So this one has an add to MetaMask button. Privacy doesn't look great. I'll just go ahead and try this one with the 2 green check marks and see what happens. Okay. This looks promising. And there we go. So it appears we're connected to Mumbai. Let me just double check by going to MetaMask extension. Tells us we switched. Okay, got it. Once again, a bunch of things I have to kind of click through here. Let's see here. There's really no way to get around this, so I have to open up the portfolio, then close it. Okay, but now if I go back here, then I should see the actual MetaMask functionality. One more little tutorial thing here. And there we go. Now We're on Mumbai. We don't have any Matic though, and everything else seems to be good to go. So let's get to Matic, and that'll take us to the Ethernaut site afterwards. So the wallet I'm going to be using is provided by Alchemy. I already have an Alchemy account, so I should be receiving 0.5 Mumbai Matic. If you don't have an account, I believe they would still give you 0.2, which I think hopefully would still be enough to use Ethernaut anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and claim my 0.5 Matic here. And you can refill, or I should say you can drip the faucet every 24 hours basically. So let me go ahead and go to MetaMask and copy my address, paste it in here, and hopefully I'll be getting some Matic in a moment. Okay, that was fast. So yeah, they have this cool graphic here and whatever. Let me just close this and let's get to business and navigate over to Ethernaut though, and then we can get started with the level 0 of the Ethernaut challenges. So it's going to be ethernaut.openzeppelin.io. Have to connect to the site first. And then here's the main page. So we're going to be doing Hello Ethernaut today. So first thing is set up MetaMask, switch to whatever network you want to use where you did that. So next, when I open the developer tools, we can always see the address that we're currently using that they assigned for us by typing the command player. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm going to type Option Command I on my Mac for Chrome, and that should open developer tools. Not sure what all these errors are, but let me go ahead and just type player. And just like it said, it's showing us the address here. Appears to be some sort of recursive error going on. I'm not sure what that's all about. Let me try reloading the page. Okay, at least the loop of errors stopped. Okay, so one more time when we type that player command, actually it shows the address right here, so that's fine. Let's just go to the next thing here. You can also see the balance by typing get balance and then passing in player as a parameter. Oops, that autocomplete there, didn't it? Okay. Tab. Okay, there we go. And player. Okay. That's not very helpful. It's an unresolved promise. So let's see. It says use the await keyword. Okay, makes sense. I think what's happening here under the hood is it basically has a version of Ethers that's kind of like embedded somehow into the Chrome tools. So that's pretty cool. Just like when you're using Ethers in any other development environment, whenever you interact with the blockchain and using JavaScript, you have to use the async await pattern, because all interactions with the blockchain are asynchronous. So if you want things to happen sequentially and not to just get a promise passed back to you, you have to use await. Okay, so that's our balance. If you want to know what all the functions are, we can just call the help function. Let's do that here. Cool, so we have this nice list here. Let's see here. Ethernet contract type Ethernaut. And then this is the game's main smart contract. So I guess we can interact with that after we type this command. Let's see what's going on. Ethernaut. Okay, so we get this JavaScript object back. Gives us a bunch of details here. I guess a bunch of properties in the object that we could probably interact with. But I think I'm just going to keep things moving here. So yeah, exposes the public methods such as the owner. And then we also have these other commands we can use instead, like calling the owner method here. Okay. Get test ether. Well, we already got actually test Matic, which is totally fine as well. So let's keep going. So get to level instance. So when playing a level, we don't interact with the main contract. Rather, we'll interact with an instance of the exact level that it would generate for us as soon as we begin that level. So we should get that automatically once we authorize a transaction. So we can use a contract variable to inspect what the contract has. So we didn't actually get an instance yet. So let's get an instance here and see if we can interact with it. Okay, the whole thing should cost this much Matic, which we have more than enough right at the moment. So requesting instance, and there we go. Okay, so now if I type that contract command, it should return something. Okay, there we go. And then we can also call this method info. So we'll find what we need in info1. Okay, so let me paste this again and just add 1 here. Okay, so try this one instead, but add hello as a parameter. Sounds good. I have to call it on the contract though. Let me quickly fix that. There we go. Okay, the property info num holds the number of the next info we need to call. Okay, so I'm going to call info num. Remember, the getter, there's no properties on smart contracts are basically accessed by using getters that are automatically created when you declare a public variable. So we should be able to do this by just calling the info num method here. Okay, let's see what's in here. So in this array, the 0th element says 42. So I'm guessing that means we need to call info 42 to get the next step here. Okay. The method name is the name of the next method. Okay. Really making us work here to get past this 0 level. Let's see what happens. All right, and another method we need to call. Hopefully this is the last one, because I think everyone here gets the point by now. Okay, if you know the password, submit it to authenticate. Well, it didn't tell us the password here, so what could that possibly be? Let me go back up to the contract here. Maybe there's some sort of password property here. Let's see. Actually, that's for the main contract. Whoops. This will be for the other one. So we have authenticate. That's what we have to call after we have the password. Ah, property called password. All right. Well, let's just try calling it. Maybe it'll just return it to us. So here we go. Ethernaut 0. Okay, perfect. So let's call authenticate and pass that in, and then hopefully that'll allow us to pass this 0 level here. Cool. So we're just going to submit this transaction, and hopefully that'll tell us that we've passed this level. I'm sorry, actually, the transaction succeeded, but I think now we still have to hit the submit instance, so let's see what happens here. Okay, waiting, suspense, and there it is. So we've completed this level. So now that our MetaMask is set up, now that we're connected to Ethernaut, and now that we know how to interact with the Ethernaut tools in the dev console of Chrome, we should be all good to go for the next video. Hope to see you in the next one.